Yo, so first thing I gotta say, this boy Tory Lanez, he in the jail studio going crazy. He already had dropped an album earlier this year, Slutty Bass. And then he came back not only with one album, but really this is a double album. It's called Made You Think I Was Gone, but so basically this project is a double disc. First side is rapping, the second half is R&B. And I didn't know that going in. So I saw it's labeled as hip hop slash rap. So I just went into it. I was like, okay, cool, Tory drop. I'm a fan of the music. The other stuff, hey, you can say what you want. Okay, I'm here for the music. Um, but yeah, so with Tory, I typically prefer Tory's R&B projects. Like Tory has rap songs that I like, but I feel like his rap projects are more hit or miss, where his R&B projects typically are at kind of a typically a pretty high quality level. Um, that being said, man, disc one, the rap side of this might be the best, or I'm not even gonna say might be. I gotta say this is the best Tory Lanez rap project. Disc one, that is. So when I'm talking about his rap projects, think like, the New Toronto series, like New Toronto 3, that series. And then he has like some projects that are, excuse me, kind of hybrid or whatever, a little bit of both. But this disc one is pretty much rapping. Like it might be a little bit of melodic stuff here or there, but it's pretty much Tory going in. Revenge of Fargo is the first song on here, and he has that tone that whether you believe him or not, and I'm not getting into that, whether you believe him or not, he sounds like or he feels like he was done wrong. He feels like he was wrongly accused, wrongly imprisoned, and regardless of he might really believe that. I don't know. But he make it sound like he believe that. He make it sound like everybody's out to get him. And in hip hop, that's what we like to hear. Like, aggression coming out strong. The bars are there. A lot of beat switches throughout this project. So all in all, like counting disc one and disc two, it's 23 songs. Disc one is 12, disc two is 11. So it's probably an hour and 20-ish listen. I will say that after listening a couple times, I kind of like to break them up just because the beat switches are good, but it can make it feel like a little long towards the end because it's like some songs have multiple beat switches. So you'll be vibing. And again, the beat switches are good, but after a while, I was like, okay, okay. So you start feeling like, bro, how many songs am I listening to? Um, but he's on that, Mia Gets the World kind of energy. Track one, track two, track three, Who, which is kind of like an interpolation of Who Gonna Stop Me from Watch the Throne. Like that's kind of the hook is like, Who Gonna Stop Me? Jalen Brunson is track four. One of the things I really got to say about this is like, I don't know, like, I can't confirm that he's using AI to do this. My guess would be at this point, he's got to either maybe be writing these raps and have his producers, his team, doing it through AI, or he's rapping it through the jail phone and they're using AI to enhance the vocals. Because there's really no other way that I can think of unless he literally got a microphone in the studio because it sounds good. It doesn't sound like all of these were recorded in jail. Even by some of the content some of the content on here, you can tell all of this was recorded recently in jail. But also the reason I feel like it's AI a little bit is because the vocals sound like Tory, like they sound like Tory's vocals, and they sound good. But to me, in certain songs and in certain sections of the beats and things like that, the vocals don't sound as like front and center, if that makes sense. Like there's sometimes which he uses a lot of echo, and for those of y'all who aren't super musical, basically a lot of reverb and stuff can sometimes make you sound like far away. Um, Without being too technical, but basically there was some songs on here in certain parts where I was like, okay, this sounds good overall, but it was like a little bit hard to hear him over some of the beats. The beats are fire, gotta say that. I do wonder. I'm like, how is he clearing some of these samples, or is he just putting this out and like, hey, bro, if they catch me with the sample because like track seven, Gal Gimme is basically a flip of Gimme That, Webby and Bun B from back in the day. He has like a few little voice clips in here from like a Denzel voice clip on one of the songs. He's got Mini Men Part Two, which is he has a flip of Mini Men. This is part two of his flip, but still, there's a few different samples on here. All in all, let me see. let me see. I probably actually like the rap side more. The R&B side, I gotta dig a little bit more into, but it's good. Like for it to be 23 songs, there's probably like 5 or 6 I could do without. Like if this was a one, 16 song album or something, fire album. Still, I gotta give it like a 7.5, an 8 out of 10. Like the boy was rapping. He mad. He was rapping the R&B. If you like R&B, Tory, he got that on here. Like if you a Tory Lanez fan, this is another project that boy ain't doing nothing in there but writing. Apparently, writing and getting boop boop. He talk about that on there too. Um, but yeah, all in all, man, if you're not a Tory fan, this ain't gonna convince you or nothing like that. But solid album from Tory. If Tory drop, I'ma listen. I'm sorry. If Tory drop, I'm listening and I'm out.